It's Week 17 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on George Kittle. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the 49ers and the Falcons, next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. And let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the course of the season, and the later in the season you're dealing with injuries, the more the depth of your roster is so tested. And now it's time for those lesser-known names to make their name.
A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. They send a man in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Juke the defender. That punt goes 63 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it's going to be 2nd down. Now a give left side. Jukes one defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Track at 60. Ready, go. Ready.
Purdy to throw it. To the right, and intercepted. And the Falcons Falcons are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And the NFL rushing title within his grasp as we enter the penultimate week. He sits atop the league in yards. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 31. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Connects with Mechie. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 18 on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. They'll try and throw it here. Throw wheeled in by London. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. This one's caught. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll throw it again. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now, this is something we've been monitoring, and it's actually happened for just the 3rd time ever. A player has caught 20 touchdowns in a single season as he joins a couple of the greatest to do it, Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, in this exclusive club. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. defender's all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Purdy gonna go on 4th. That's complete. McLaurin along the sideline. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set.
At the 35-yard line.
1st down throw by Purdy. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, here we go. Set up. Ready.
Hand off to the back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackled by Rook Orororo. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Ready. Set go.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw to begin this drive. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Dropping back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Sanders all set to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And Brock, they are not up to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake. Typically, one will follow.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
49ers, nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll run here on first down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Purdy setting up that play action. And a man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now it's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's on the move. Escapes his grasp. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Play action now with Purdy. He's trying to push the field. He's got it inside the 10. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
1st down from the red zone. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Falcons scoop it up. He's at midfield. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line. And then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. He's caught a touchdown in this game, as we see now where that helps land him among the NFL's leaders in that category. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Into the hands of Pitts. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down by Fred Warner.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a ball...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Set up. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Gets it to him on the screen. Pushing it up past the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 25-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Completes this one to Rice. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
60 back. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers with 1st and 10.
On the set. Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60. Set go.
From the gun is Purdy. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Into the hands of Kittle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ready? Go!
Purdy on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Get up!
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And that's going to move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
A loss of 2.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what?
And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The 49ers chop some of the lead off before the half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers get it back to a 14-point game.
49ers 7.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Falcons with the football late in the first half. And with exactly 1 minute left to go, they've got some time, but they've got to work fairly quick. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throw on 3rd down. Brought in right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Escapes the pocket. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by Fred Warner. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's a throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Mitch Wishnowski on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. First down throw by Purdy. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw it. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up. While New Year's parties get set up nationwide this afternoon, we're closer to ringing in the holiday ourselves. That's halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll kick it off with a good one in the NFC West. LA heading north to take on Seattle. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. Puka Nacua, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Raiders seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Chris Godwin, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These two teams making their final adjustment for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he showed some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The 49ers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still first down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They go play action on first. Launches one deep downfield. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And for a long time now in the NFL, going back to the 80s even, 4,000 yards has been the threshold that you gotta hit to have a truly great year. And with that last completion, he's crossed that mark for the season. Congratulations to him. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Falcons returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. The 40. Still fighting forward. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The 49ers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They give it to him again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Play action now with Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Buffalo 18. Let's go. Set go.
Purdy to throw it. And he makes the catch on the right sideline, but no. Oh, they call it out of bounds. The throw led him just a little bit too much.
Well, he had the space from the defense.
The officials are going to have to take another look at this one. Kyle Shanahan's challenging that call.
The previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling
Well, that didn't
on the
break
field
out how they
stands.
thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. On 3rd down, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Jake Moody out for the 49ers field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. Oh, the football's loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field. While
a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. That's completed right side. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Nearly a big play by the safety, and I guess you could still say it was, but it benefits the offense as he gets called for roughing the passer.
Hawk 70. Go.
To throw here on 1st down. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Pass play now. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the 49ers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Purdy throwing here on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Give now to the running back. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down. From the gun is Purdy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Falcons will take over. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw reeled in by London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Looking for a throw here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Has it down close. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons push their lead to 18.
49ers 17.
Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's got it inside the 25. That goes for 36 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
You can't start a fire without a spark. How about a lightning bolt? What a huge game that totally changes the tone of the drive.
Purdy on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. George Kittle, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it an 11-point ball game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pass complete to Mechie. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Fits it through the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. 1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's dropping back to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You get a pick-6. You get a pick-6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick-6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
So now, massive moment coming up for the 49ers as they go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick 6. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Has it at the 7. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. They did it! He made the interception! There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
So here come the 49ers on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Shut up! Let go! Let go!
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completes this one to Rice. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
49ers 39.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Huh.
Here he is to throw. Setting up the screen. Has some daylight through the 40. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Back to throw. Finds his man Rice. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Setting up to pass. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. Now to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And they get the stop. This is going to be a turnover on down. So now their opponent's final chance coming up.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point. Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
First and 10, around to Robinson. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. San Francisco calls it second timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Running back sent in motion. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
It's Week 18 of the NFL. And coming up, it's the 49ers' lengthy corner, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the 49ers and the Saints, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now Cook. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. And now as we get toward the home stretch here in the regular season, Charles, let's take a look at the list of key inactives for them in this one.
Yeah, and after almost a full season of physical games, you know you're going to have some guys missing during the final weeks of the season. Nature of how we play this sport. Every team, you've got to be prepared to handle them. And the teams that focus on...
And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Cook. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
This is taken at the 23. A great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter route.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside. So, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense and Chris Olave getting set to take over once more. And we'll have to wait and see what his final numbers are at the conclusion of this weekend. And as he enters Week 18, the NFL's leader in receptions. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll
That
decline
penalty is
that.
declined.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Dancing away at the 35. Oh, what a move. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And you look at the Saints defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Niners at 9-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Cook. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They go play action here. Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point try now for Moody. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Cook over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fights him off. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Here's Purdy. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big fella down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after here coming up. And oh, it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Powering his way forward. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Purdy off the play fake. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now Purdy.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Tune has his man. It's Shakir.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
The 30-yard line.
Tune going to throw it.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And Tune to throw it now. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Tune. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Second down and 6 now. Back to throw, Purdy. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing again, McCarthy. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
To the air with McCarthy. And it's caught. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And McCarthy going to sneak it. And he is over the the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium, and that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jaden Reed, a touchdown reception. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now McCarthy.
That'll be caught by Rice. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is McCarthy.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Here's McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. On play action, McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing, Tune. Shakir hauls it in.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30. Shifts by him.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Oh,
hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Taken right around the 44.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down carry for Barkley.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Escaping the pressure right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Barkley will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
And And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Motion man is Shakir. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Wright. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tune to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine. To the right side and intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack to the 27-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Saints 13.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Moody.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That one caught by Polk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's good for the Saints.
Looking to throw, Tune. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this
Previous
being inside 2 minutes
review.
of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Tune. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but well, we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea where the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.